A lot of times right after this successful, amazing event, something unfortunate can happen. And personally, I believe that's because the universe is just attempting to keep us at the vibration that we've maintained for the majority of our lives. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown M. Bendy, and here on this channel we practice flexibility of the mind, body, and spirit. Today's video is about how to take unexpected situations and turn them into opportunities to raise your vibration. It's really important to remember that everything that happens to us is a vibrational match for us. The things that we experience are things that are in our vibration. So if somebody wants the perfect job to get rich, the perfect partner, and they don't currently have that, it is something that is currently not in their vibration, but they can raise their vibration to get to that point. So I love explaining this because it makes a lot of sense to people, and I love destroying the belief that the universe punishes us, God punishes us, God doesn't want us to have things. I love destroying that belief. So I'm going to tell you guys my opinion on when bad things happen, where they come from. So when we want something, if we don't currently have it, it's not a vibrational match for our life at the moment. So let's say that we are here, right? We are right here and we decide that we want to raise our vibration to meet a desire. Our desire is here and we're currently right here. Just because we make the choice that we want to be up here doesn't mean that the universe knows that we want to be up here. It's going to be a process of learning how to raise our vibration to get to this point. So as we learn how to raise our vibration, the universe knows our current state. The universe knows the vibration that we have maintained for a long time. If you're just getting into law of attraction, if you're just getting into my channel, it's very possible that you've never practiced mindfulness before. So your vibration has been the same for years, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if your vibration has been the same for years and then you're trying to change your perspective, act as if, and make different choices, just do a bunch of new different things to change yourself and expand your life, it's gonna be really different. So here's your desire, this is where you are. And you're making different choices. You're really trying to learn how to raise your vibration and attract yourself to people and situations that align with your life. But as you are raising, the universe remembers where your vibration was for so many years. So as you are trying to raise your vibration, the universe says, hey, this is where you've been for so long. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you trying to change? So because this is where your vibration was, but because you're trying to raise up, the universe is going to bring situations to you to keep your vibration at the same place. So I don't know if you've noticed, but whenever really big life events happen, things that skyrocket our vibration, things that make us feel really happy and really good and make us feel really aligned, if these events seem to come out of nowhere and there wasn't really a buildup to get to this event, a lot of times right after this successful, amazing event, something unfortunate can happen. And personally, I believe that's because the universe is just attempting to keep us at the vibration that we've maintained for the majority of our lives. So now that I've explained that, let's talk about how to say, hey, universe, I understand you're trying to keep me where you think I want to be, but I'm trying to elevate. I'm trying to be better. How do we communicate that to the universe? Honestly, I think the answer to that question is all in how we react to every single situation in our life. Every experience that we have is an opportunity to choose how we want to respond and how we would like to react. So when something happens, we have two choices. The first choice is to react in a way that when situations occur, when unexpected things happen, we have two choices. The first choice is that we can react in the way that we are used to reacting, react in the way that is comfortable. That choice maintains our vibration. It keeps us in the same place. The second choice is to react in a different way, completely different from how we've reacted to the situation in the past. Okay, girl, but that sounds all fine and dandy, but how do I figure out an appropriate reaction is. How do I do that? Super easy. So I am a really big advocate of scripting and visualizing and having a rock solid idea of the person that you want to be. By having a rock solid idea of who you want to be, it's a lot easier to understand the choices that you'd like to make and the way that you would like to think. Of course, this does not happen overnight. Just because you want to be this person doesn't mean that when things happen, you're going to be able to react as this person just by saying, I want to be this way, because we have subconscious beliefs and we have belief systems. So when things happen, we're most likely first instinct going to react to the situation the way that is comfortable. But by having an idea of how we'd like to react, if this is a problem that's reoccurring, or if you are a person who has the type of life where you're making certain choices every single day, by having in mind the person that you want to be, it gets easier to make choices in the shoes of the person that you want to be. It's a process. You're learning about this person, because visualizing and scripting gives you that person on paper. But by making choices to shift into that person, you're genuinely learning about this person that you're becoming. So this is an example that I really like because I think that it's very relevant. Let's say that you are an entrepreneur and you want to own a multi-million-dollar company. Like you were trying to be like Gary V up in here, right? So you're trying to make choices that help you shift to this reality, shift to the reality of owning a multi-million-dollar business, having meetings all day long, constantly networking, constantly growing. That's the reality you're trying to shift to. So let's say you're in a relationship and this is your person, like you guys have been together forever, and you guys have an argument. And usually, this is really just me telling my life story. I'm always telling my life story. Usually when you guys have an argument, maybe you use that as a chance to debate. You use it as a chance to argue. You could say argue, or you use it as a chance to over communicate because you really like to hammer your point in, and you also really like to pull emotion and pull personality out of your partner. So maybe every time you have an argument with your partner, you tend to drag it on so you can, I don't know. You just tend to drag on arguments. We'll put it that way. So this is how you're used to acting. But you've made this decision that you want to own this multi-million-dollar company. You said that you want to be Gary Vee. So right after you make that decision, you and your boyfriend have this huge fight, humongous fight, and you see all these opportunities to have all these different micro conversations about things that were brought up in the fight, just to try to navigate through this whole conundrum, right? It's a juicy fight. There's a lot to work through. Now, this is not me saying that you are supposed to push down emotions and push down arguments that you and your partner have. Arguments are very important and they are opportunities for communication. But sometimes arguments can be drawn out just because of boredom or other reasons, you know? So if you make the decision that you want to have a multi-million-dollar company and you're used to having all these fights with your partner and dragging them out and like having like week-long fights so that you guys can talk through it and get through all of it and really make sure you two completely understand each other. Let's say that's what you're used to doing, but now you want to own this business. Is it possible to spend that much time tearing apart every single argument but have a career like Gary Vee? Is that possible? It's not. It's not possible. So if you make the decision that you want to own this multi-million-dollar business and then you have a humongous fight with your partner the next day, then it is your responsibility to say, hey, I know that I used to be the type of person who would want to talk about this for days, hours, weeks, whatever. But I'm shifting to a new reality. I'm shifting to a reality where I care more about my productivity than I do about making sure my partner understands every single side of the argument that we just had. That's a change in thought process. It's a change in normal behavior. This is reality shifting. This is how you shift from one reality to another. You can make the decision to make the same choice and fight with your partner all week long and really make sure you two understand each other, and you'll be in the same reality. Or you can make a different choice, choose to move past the argument so that you can focus more on work, and then you have shifted into a different reality, because focusing more on work will get you a different outcome and you will experience new things that you've never experienced before. So when you decide to react differently to situations, if you do this consistently, like everything that is thrown at you, if you make the decision to react in a way that you've never reacted before, like if you literally just throw caution to the wind and say, you know what? I'm living a new life. I'm trying new things out. I just want to see what happens if I decide to react this way. If you choose to do that, you will be constantly shifting realities. You will be experiencing things that you have never experienced before, because these are ways that you've never reacted before. So by constantly shifting realities, you are raising your vibration because you're getting more life experience and you're learning more about yourself and your place in the universe, which is kind of important, you know? Personally, I think that focusing on how we react to the choices that we make when things become chaotic or when things become overly negative can really change how the situation turns out. And not only does it change how the situation turns out, but it helps us raise our vibration, which is the point of the video. It helps us raise our vibration by teaching us that when inconvenient things happen, it's not necessarily the end of the world. And when inconvenient and negative things happen, they don't necessarily have to stop our growth or stop our elevation. They don't have to be boulders. They don't have to be like obstacles in the road. They only become obstacles if we let it. Okay guys, that is all I have for today. I really enjoyed making this video, so I really hope that you liked it. If you would like me to expand on anything that I talked about, just let me know down in the comments and I will be happy to. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up so people know that it is valuable and they should watch it. Give this video a thumbs up so people know that it is valuable and that they should watch it. And last but not least, please make sure that you're subscribed so you can be around for my next video. I love you so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.